Well, good day, everyone. We're coming to you from the pasture today. Our scripture is Psalms 23, verses 1 and 2. Familiar scripture. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not lack. He makes me to lie down in fresh, tender, green pastures. We've got a pasture we're standing in and one back behind of me, and it appears that God and me and the cows that live here, that we all three agree that we're after green pastures. And why? Well, the context here in this verse of scripture, that there would be no lack in our life. And lying down for these cows, they'll lie down when they've had enough to eat, when they're contented, when they're satisfied. And it has this connotation, this verse of scripture: the Lord my shepherd, I shall not lack. But I would lay down in green pastures, that there'd be contentment and satisfaction in my life. This pasture back here is greening up. Again, we've shut it down, closed the gate. No one's eating on it right now, giving it a rest and some time. But it's greening up right now. We've got a lot of grass growing out there, but it hadn't always been this way. Just a year ago, there was more weeds than grass. There was head-high briar and bramble. Along this fence line you can't see it, but there's still some stuff that needs to be trimmed. There were pine trees, and down south here they have a tree called sweet gum. It grows just anywhere and everywhere it can catch a hold. Now all that was growing out here in this field. And it's taken some time and some effort to get it to look like it does today, which is a green pasture. We could have given up and given in, let it go, and look for greener pastures elsewhere. That's a lot of people will do that. The old saying, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Happiness, satisfaction, contentment in life is somewhere else, maybe with someone else, doing something else other than here, right here. With some faith and some patience, some wisdom and some work. The green pasture that we're after, it was here all along. It was just hidden, and it was waiting to be realized and waiting to be released. It's satisfying and such a source of contentment that comes with making some progress in the process of becoming what we're meant to be, what we're meant to do, to have, and what we're meant to have with God. If you're after greener pastures, I want you to consider that it might just be the field you're already in. It may seem hidden, covered up, taken over by weeds and trees and bushes, and look a mess right now, but I want to encourage you now with some faith and some patience, with some wisdom from God, and with some work on your part. What could your life become? Well, I'll tell you, it can become very satisfying, and you can enjoy a lot of contentment with making progress in the process that we call life, walking and working with God. Maybe it's not somewhere else with someone else doing something else. Maybe the greener pastures that you're after are right where you are right now. This has been Pastor from the Pasture. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I know that you're going to be blessed and at rest until the next time we're